Y'all, what is up with men? And I know this is always a topic here, but I'm generally speaking about why do men have a hard time helping women?
Okay, PSA to all men.
Let me read this quick as they move past it. PSA to men, listen up. Stop being creeps. This young lady here is an OF girl. So if you're one of those men who pay for OF, this is what they think of you.
Leave women alone. They don't want you.
The average man is a rapist.
Something that I have observed not only in my personal life, but literally in the outside world, because I'm a watcher.
So instead of being just a watcher, why don't you go over and help them?
Men will stand there. The women will have all the bags, the kids, the suitcases, the luggage. She'll be doing everything. He's just standing there.
Because we're independent as hell.
They'll just be standing there, like just watching the woman suffer as if it brings them some kind of pleasure.
I'm not gonna lie. A little bit. But I'm petty. That's just me.
From my perspective, it looks like that because I'll just be looking and I'm just like, anybody would help that woman right now. Why are you just standing there? Y'all are the men.
You're right. We are the men, as you correctly pointed out. But why should we go out of our way to help a random stranger? Without a body cam, that is. Think about it. Without a body cam, you can come up with the most elaborate shit and we have no evidence to back up our side of the story. That's why I'm not gonna go out of my way to help a random stranger if I don't have any evidence to back up what I'm doing. That's just me.
Well, I'm petty too, and I can point out she said anyone would help that woman except she didn't, because she's a watcher, so she just stood there and watched. I've told that story before, I'm not gonna go through it again, but after watching my friend getting fired for trying to help a US soldier with her bags, I could be even pettier. My point is, because I'm trying to keep this short, you could try to help someone and she'll appreciate the help, or she could start yelling at you. I could maybe know the difference between the two, but as they all like to point out, they don't know the difference between men, so they're choosing the bear. So like I've said it before, since I'm petty, I'm gonna choose to just stay back and watch.
I'm here to say one more thing.
What's on your mind, Buttercup?
I just had to drag my AC out of my car to my apartment building. 3 guys passed me. None of them offered to help.
Women today say they don't need a man.
Because we're independent as hell.
None. 0 out of 3.
Okay, and your point is?
Why? Because you couldn't lift it? You were too scared to lift it?
Sure.
Is that why? Am I intimidating?
Oh yes, super intimidating.
Am I more masculine than you?
Oh yes, you're super masculine. But I have a question for you. Did you open your food hatch and ask them to help you? Or did you just assume that they would see you struggling and go over and help you? Because I will tell you this. If you asked any of the 3 guys, they would have helped you. But going over to a random woman, a stranger, to help them without them asking for help, because we don't know what the repercussions will be. It can be thank you or screaming for police because we're just approaching. We don't know. So if you want help, if you're out in the street like this woman, if you see a guy, ask them. It's not hard.
As it turns out, it kind of is. Oh, not the AC, but asking for help. Yeah, that's kind of hard too. It's quite funny she was expecting help from men, and then she started shaming those men for not offering their help. After watching those women in the first video yelling out that men should just leave them alone, I really doubt help will come. Leave women alone, right? We did. We're independent as hell. Yes, you are. Now carry your own AC units up the stairs and stop complaining.
Dating advice in under 1 minute.
Okay, imaginary watch. Go.
If you give him money, he's going to cheat.
What?
If you give him emotional support, he's going to cheat.
I feel like she's talking about women, not men.
If you are nice and reassuring and boring, he is going to cheat.
Nice and reassuring is something that men do actually want.
If you bend over backwards and become his mother, always checking in with him, if he's eaten, if he slept well, how he's feeling, how work has been, you will also be cheated on. Why?
This part I do agree with. No man wants a mother, as a girlfriend or a wife. But they don't cheat because of this.
Because men hate reassurance.
Personally for me, what I've heard, I don't think you're talking about men. I think you're talking about women, because some women will cheat under these circumstances.
Men hate commitment and routine.
No, we don't.
Now here's your secret to keep him happy, not have him cheat on you.
I'm so ready for this.
Is to not give him routine. You need to give this man an element of surprise. And how do you do it?
Very simple. Lying on the couch when we get home in a Princess Leia outfit from Return of the Jedi.
not always checking in, by not mothering him, by not controlling his actions, by not always reassuring him.
I was way off. The only thing she's doing is alienating men. If you want a kind, decent person, don't listen to this woman.
Or just don't listen to any woman who acts like she's this huge expert on men. Not just in 90% or 99%, but in 100% of the times, she has no idea what she's talking about. If you're a woman and you're watching this video or her videos, why don't you just watch your man and see what he likes or doesn't like? Or better yet, just ask him.
I don't think any high-value woman would be okay with that.
What's a high-value woman?
A woman who knows her worth. And
what determines a woman's worth?
I think a woman determines her own value.
See, that's the difference between men and women. Like, a man can't just determine their value. The world dictates how valuable you are.
The marketplace, you're saying.
Women could just make up how valuable she is in her head and then just assume that the world should follow that. But we can't operate like that. Imagine if I said like that, I'm just worth that. Like, why? Because I believe it. Everybody would think that I'm delusional, but women can believe that.
I'm telling you, it's a friggin' problem.
And I'm saying to you, thank you, miss. And then all of a sudden you start to be angry.
Why would you say thank you, miss? I don't.
Because I'm trying to be polite.
But how do you know I identify as a miss? I might be a miss.
Identify?
I might be something else.
I don't know. I'm not asking for identification ID. I'm just saying thank you,
Well, I
miss.
think it was disrespectful.
How is it disrespectful?
Because you don't know me. I'd literally just got in your cab.
Yeah, and you said nice car, and then I say thank you, miss.
5 minutes.
Okay.
And you call me miss when it's not your place, is it? You're not family. You're not a friend.
But I'm trying to be polite, saying thank you, miss.
I don't think that's polite. I think that's disrespectful.
Disrespectful to what?
To me.
How is it disrespectful for you?
How do you know I identify as anything?
What do you mean, identify?
You know, like gender.
Gender?
Yeah.
What do you mean by gender?
I might be a they.
A they? You know, you're that. You're a woman. You're a woman over here. I can see you're my eyes.
Right, okay.
Okay.
So that makes it okay.
Okay for what? You give me complimenting,
so
and then I give you thanking.
If I would say to you, thank you, mister, do you think that's all right?
Of course.
Think that sounds disrespectful?
Usually people in England using English, they say sir. So maybe you say sir. I don't. Hey, mister is okay.
You can tell by the guy's accent that he's not really part of your insanity. He's still part of the normal in the head human beings. You kept arguing with him even after he told you he had no idea what identify means. He wasn't rude, he was just being polite. He was being respectful. Calling someone miss is still a form of respect. It's not his fault you're a complete weirdo. If you wanted to be polite and respectful back, you could have just told him, I don't identify as a miss. I identify as a she them. But you didn't do that, did you? Because you were just looking for a fight. Yeah, you did something, you weirdos. Yeah, you did. You didn't stop any planes, but you just gave the cleaning crew who works for minimum wage some extra work. Nah, you absolutely should be proud of yourselves. You did something.
You know, if there's one thing I hate about being a cart girl, it's when guys bring their girlfriends, which I encourage. Guys bring their girls golfing, and the girl hates me for some reason. Won't talk to me, won't smile at me, just like, it's just absurd. Like, I don't know. Like, girl, I don't want your man.
All these men in my comments are telling me I'm gonna die alone surrounded by cats. You sure about that, sir? You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm absolutely positive. Why? Because all you had for yourself was showing us how you look. You look average, but that's beside the point. Looks will get you slept with, but not proposed to. But anyway, I'm done for today. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.